Good day to all and assalamu alaikum. Abdullah Zbayd here on Break Your Face TV with a special guest. For the very first time, we speak with none other than the MMA fighter from Lebanon, currently fighting for UAE Warriors, Mohamad Osseili. Mohamad, welcome to our show and thank you so much for joining us.
Oh man, thank you so much. I really appreciating you. I really appreciate you having me, bro. Thank you so much. It's my
Habibi,
pleasure.
the pleasure is ours. It's so good to finally have you with us. How have you been? How's the training been going?
Well, alhamdulillah, bro. I'm really feeling great.
Yeah,
There's 14 days left for the fight.
yes,
And
sir.
as you guys know, it's my comeback fight.
Yes, sir.
So actually, I'm trying to calm down a little bit because I feel like I'm a dog on leash now.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to be unleashed. You know what I mean? But all these feelings, it was like I'm dealing with all my demons I was dealing with, all this like once
Mm-hmm.
starts coming out really like really
Yeah.
strong, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna save this for the fight until like I enter the cage and I do what I need to do in the cage.
Inshallah, inshallah. We UAE Warriors came out with some big news. Two events, 19th and 20th. You're fighting on the 19th on UAE Warriors 41, the Arabia card. We're all excited for it.
Sure.
You're fighting Ahmed Sami. But before we talk about that, before we talk about the future, I do want to talk a little bit about the past. Tell us about your history, Muhammad. I know you had a bit of a difficult time when you were younger. You dealt with some bullying. Your brother's passing as well, Allah yarhama. Can you tell us about these different
Like,
events in your life and how they played a role in your MMA career?
bro, like not a lot of people know like my background because but I would love to speak about myself because I would love to be like inspiring even like one person from this interview. I want to push like even one person because where I came from, it was from a really tough background back in the days in Lebanon and in a poor like neighborhood, and it was a tough one. You know what I mean? I was 125 kilograms. I was a fat kid. I had no personality. I had no dreams. I just grew up like finding everything around me just going wrong, you know? Like drugs all over the place, criminals all over the place. Like it was just the wrong community to be in, to be honest. But I was never happy with myself, like seeing myself a fat guy. But I never had someone to tell me, okay, you need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to change your life. Like I was fat. I had no relationship with sports, and I was always like looking for something to change my life, like what I can do to change the guy I'm looking at in the mirror because I don't want to be like all these people around me. I don't want to grow up like uh, taking drugs. I don't want to be like killing someone one day. I grew up seeing all of this around me. I grew up living with this around me. I was really fat, and when I go to the school or I go to the neighborhood, I get bullied from everyone because I had no personality. Then, like back in the days when my cousin Muhammad he started fighting on the TV, he inspired me. You know, like I saw him like smashing people, like and people get like talking about Muhammad everywhere. Like I said, I want to do something. I want to try. You know, I want to try this. So the first day I got to the gym, I went to the gym. I put the boxing gloves, and I was hitting. Like they felt really good in my hands. I felt, oh, that's nice. Then when I get love in this sport, like it was my first time in my life, someone hitting me and I'm hitting back. I look at myself like I'm hitting back, you know what I mean? Like for the first time of myself, I'm defending myself. Then the coaches look at me like that, like, dude, do you fight before? I did my first fight on the first month and a half because I had this fire on me, like, okay, if you put your hands on me, I want to kill you. Actually, I want to go to the kill because I was bullied for a long time in my life. So since that day, I got to the gym. I had a lot of doubters in my life, like every single one. To be honest, like I started even from my friends, from my family. It's a very tough sport, bro. Like, you can't hold the training, you can't get hit in the face. That motivates me more to do it. You know what I mean? That's why, like, now in the days when I see the people, okay, pointing on me, like, and telling me, you can't do this. Like, I want to show them I can't do this. You know what I mean? I want to prove to myself that I'm someone. I'm not no one in this life. You know what I mean? Like, I was no one. I was having no future. I was having no life. I was having no personality. And I start building it up from A to Z. It took a lot of my life. You know, I mean, I got a lot of moment. I was broken. I was down on my knee. Like, and I teach myself how to stand up on my foot by my own. I got broken when I lost my brother. I went for drugs for like good as well, because I got so broken. Then, like, I got a decision in 1 week. I cleaned myself and I get back in the gym and I start putting the work. I went to my brother crib and I told him, bro, I'm coming back for you. That's our dream. Because he visited me in my dream and he told me, bro, what you doing? That's not our dream. That's not how I want to see you. Get back on it. You know what I mean? Since that day, I'm all in the sport. I doing it to prove to myself a lot of points. I'm doing it to make my brother proud. I'm doing it for one day. I'm dreaming of one day calling my dad and my mom and like tell them like, ha, I made it. You are safe. You safe, guys. You know what I mean? I made it. But if I tell you it's easy, it's very tough, bro. That's good. That's good.
Perfect.
It's better, right?
It's perfect, brother. Yeah, yeah.
It's very tough because actually no one knows or feel what it's taking from you to be in that cage while you have no supports, while you are dealing with a lot of shit every single day in your life, where you are dealing with a lot of financial financial like problems. You know what I mean? Like, in the end of the day, you see the people like pointing in you if you spoke something or if you lost your fight or like you failed in your fight. Guys, I'm trying. That's the difference between me and you. I'm trying my best. You know what I mean? Like, at least I didn't accept to sit in the comfort zone, and I jumped out of the comfort zone, and I'm trying my best to do something for myself, for my family, to be all safe. And I take the hardest road. You know what I mean? I chose fighting. You know what I mean? It's fighting, bro. You train for hours and hours in the day, in the gym. You put your body, your mind under a lot of pressure. And at the end of the day, you go in the cage and you fight. You put your life in the risk, and you never know the results. Like, you give 100%, but you don't know the results. In the end of the day, it's in God's hands. So just please, guys, keep showing us support, keep showing us respect, because we deserve it. We're doing something not everyone willing to do. You know what I mean?
No doubt, no doubt. For sure, you deserve that respect. Mohamad, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Truly inspiring. It's quite the journey you've had to get here, and a successful one, alhamdulillah, that seems like it's just beginning. A 5-1 record, 3 wins by KO or TKO, 2 by decision. Your most recent win coming against Yusri Belgaroui, well known in the fight world, trains with Alex Pereira, ranked at one point as one of the best kickboxers in the world. Took Israel Adesanya to
Alex
a
Pereira.
split decision. It was a loss, and Alex Pereira, yeah. And now your upcoming fight against none other than Ahmed Sami. Now, you've mentioned before that you don't prefer to fight Arabs. What happened with Ahmed that made you accept this fight? Why have you made an exception for your upcoming opponent?
So until this day, bro, I'm against fighting Arabs. And I wish if I don't fight this guy, because he's Arab, you know what I mean? And me as Mohamad Osseili, bro, I have a mindset like I grew up with Arabs. I know we are very little, and our opportunities is very little as well. So I never ever want to take something from someone Arabs, and I don't want to face them, because I know, bro, if I like, I want them live their journey and wish them all the best. You know what I mean? But what Ahmed Sami did, he got it to himself actually. You know what I mean? He got this to himself. He asked for it. Like, I don't want to fight Arabs until someone get on the social media and call me out. And Ahmed Sami called me out, and in the worst time ever. Like, I was just lost my fight, and I was dealing with a lot of things, and I found him like after a month and a half, he's on the social media calling me out. So that's why, like, okay, are you sure you want it? Come take it. You know what I mean? So that's why I accept him to fight him. But even me, like, bro, they offered me a title fight with Islam Siyah. I didn't accept it. And it's a title fight simply because he's Arab, you know? But Ahmed Sami, he called it out and he got it to himself, bro.
Yeah. And just like yourself, Ahmed is someone who likes to look for the finish. About 2/3 of his wins being finishes 4 by KO or TKO, 2 by submission. Now, without giving away too much or any strategy, of course, how are you preparing for this fight? What are you expecting out of him, and where do you think you have the advantage?
Look, I never did my homework like I'm doing it now. Never ever in my life. Like, I'm doing my homework perfectly. The coach is doing their homework perfectly. We're putting the work day on, day out, in the gym all day, all day. We're working on the game plans. Game plan will go really great. I'm really focused. I'm really ready for this fight, and I'm just counting the days to go inside, to perform, to put the game plan and show myself actually before everyone, like, who's Mohamad Osseili again. So I feel like I have like, I watched him and I know where's my advantage, and I know where his weakness is and where his strength is. I studied him very well, and I'm more than ready for him, bro. He's gonna deal with the reach, but not like he dealt it with like Christopher Burgard. Like, I'm different. Like, I hunt, you know, when I step in the cage, I hunt my opponents. So if he hit, he gonna find like the counter attacks. If he don't hit, he gonna find me hunting him. If he go for the takedown, he's not able to gonna take it. Like, if I wanna take him down, I'm gonna take him down. Like, just wait and watch, brother. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready, and I'm pumped, and I'm hungry. You know what I
We
mean?
are, we are pumped up too, my friend. We can't wait for it. Mohammed, if I may ask you though, your most recent fight, as well as your opponent's most recent fight, was against Amir Fazli, a tough fighter who now also holds a 5-1 record. Now, obviously, it was a disappointing end to the fight, not the one you were hoping for. Now, this being your first loss, though, what do you feel went wrong, and is there anything you feel you gained as a fighter out of it?
Oh man, it's changed my life. Like, I feel like one day I will call this guy and tell him like, thank you. I really, like, I feel one day like I will tell him thank you, you made me a world champion, because like what this fight gave me when I failed on it. I don't want to say I lost, because you don't lose until you gave up. And I didn't give up. I'm back. So I will say like I failed in this fight. And that was absolutely my mistake. My mistake not giving this fight like the real homework of studying my opponent really well. Like, in the last four weeks, it was a lot of opponents accepting the fight, pulling out, and like that. So I took it like in the last 2 weeks. So in this last 2 weeks, I'm kind of guy, I don't like to focus on my opponents a lot, but I found myself after the fight, I thought like I did my homework, I studied him well, but I found myself I didn't study him well. Even like I knew, bro, like I knew what he has, and I knew what his weapon. Like, and this overhand hook, I drilled it like times and times, and I told my coaches that that's what he's gonna throw. You know what I mean? But what I did as a mistake, I wasn't in the right mindset for the fight. I was focusing on a lot of shit, like a lot of my life, a lot of things in my life was going wrong. A lot of things changed in the last 4 weeks. I had a bad injury, but I didn't change anything in the results. Like, it was 24 seconds and I get cut. But I believe, like, if the fight went more time, like, no way under the sun is gonna beat me. Like I know I'm better than him, but it was God's plans. It was written to teach me a lesson, to be a better person in my life, because I was getting things wrong, you know, in my life. It just fixed me as a person. It just gave me experience as a fighter. It made me grow as a fighter. It made me grow as a person. It made me get better. And on one point, I was really happy I got the lost, because I think if I get the win, it will be like worse than getting the like winning. You know, like winning it sometimes can hurt you. I don't want to go for a lot of details about what was happening in my life back then, but this loss teach me a lot, and it saved me as well from myself. You know, so I'm happy like it came in the right time to teach me a lot for what I'm dreaming of. I'm dreaming really big, so it's good it didn't happen later on and bigger shows like UFC, you know, and get knocked out like that. Now I know what to do. I know how to avoid these mistakes. I know how to avoid all this distractions around me. Focus on the fight, how to do things. So I'm not sad about it, you know.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I accept it and I move forward, and I'm looking forward for what's next.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's good you've found a positive in it all. You handled it like a champ, immediately posting to Instagram and mentioning, just like now, you know, you make no excuses. You'll be back. Big respect to you for that, Mohamad, and for speaking with us about it.
Thank you, bro.
Mohamad, not too long ago, you were in Thailand. Not your first time there, of course, and I believe even before signing this contract a little while ago, you were also in Thailand. Do you plan on doing more trips there, more fight camps there? What's the situation with Thailand?
Uh, to be honest with you, like I wish if I can stay in the UAE, but it's really tough, bro. You know, like UAE to be like a fighter, full-time fighter, it's very expensive. You know what I mean? To be honest, so I think yeah, Thailand is a big possibility. You know, like it's just like a great community for fighting. Everything around you is about fighting. It's not an expensive lifestyle. Like if you want to do recovery, you want to do physio, you want to do like private sessions and everything, you can afford it. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
The only thing
Uh,
like UAE is great. It's great country, great safety, great training, great coaches, great teammates. But the only thing about sport, it's very, very, very expensive. If you don't have a sponsorship, like it's covering everything from A to Z, it's hard to focus on your training. It's gonna go like other ways. Again, like take you from fighter to a trainer, and I don't want to be a trainer right now.
yeah,
Like I don't want to. Don't want to be a trainer. I want to be like full-time fighter. I want to give it my life, you know.
100%, 100%. A lot of people don't realize fighting is a full-time job. You know, when you train, you need that. You need
Oh
all
yeah,
that time. Yeah, yeah. Doing a job and
you
training
gotta
for a fight.
sacrifice every single thing in your life, bro.
Yeah, yeah, of
Like really,
course.
like it depend like on you, like why you are doing it. Like if you're dreaming big, like I'm dreaming big, like it's hard like for me, I don't want a normal life. For me, I don't want safety now. I don't want stability. Like this thing is coming later in my life. Now it's about hustling. It's about taking risks. It's about jumping off the box. It's about giving it 100%. You know,
Yes, sir. Yes,
that's if
sir.
I want to do something out about it. But if I want to be like a normal fighter, I don't care if I win or if I lost. You can mix it in your life.
Yeah,
But if you want to be a fighter, bro, and you want to win and you want to dream big and want to reach the highest level in this sport, you can. You can give it everything all day. Like you're like I don't think about anything else, bro. I can't think about anything else. I can't waste my energy. I hate wasting my energy. I get depressed, and that's one thing about what's about UAE. Like it took a lot of my energy. Then like I said, done. Like I can't give it anything. I don't like it's perfect life, but it's too early.
yeah.
You know.
And while you were in Thailand, plenty of fighters, as you mentioned. One of them, Yuri Prohashka. When you're in the region, of course, you're training at times with your cousin, brave double champ Mohammed Fakhreddin, training with Ali Alqaisi. What's it like training with some of the best fighters in the world?
They teach you a lot, bro. Like you really like when you be around these people, like one thing that helped me like to be like a good fighter, it's being around these people. And mainly it's Fakhruddin, because Jerry Bohashka and Ali Alqaisi, they came much later. But I take from them, even like last fight with Ali Alqaisi, like he's the champ, right? I was sitting around him and looking like how he do things, how he think about things. And I'm learning from him some stuff as well. Like I take everything, I take what suits me, like what's worked for me, like, and I throw the rest. And that's the same with Jerry Bohashka and the same with Fakhruddin. But Fakhruddin, it was the main inspire, the main teacher, like actually, because I was there for a lot of phases in his journey. I was watching him. I was helping him in his training camps when he get the first title, when he get the second title as well. I was seeing him preparing. I was seeing him like if he get injured, how he's dealing with it, how he's pushing every day, how he's training hard, how he's getting like ups and downs, how he's dealing with life. So I was seeing, okay, tomorrow, like I might like go through it. I like maybe it's gonna happen with me at one point, maybe not the same, but maybe these things gonna happen with me. So I was already seeing these things happening, seeing a lot of fighters dealing with it, and I'm ready for them. You know, it's my expectation. So when they came to me, I wasn't really surprised if it was like in training camp, if it was in like if you're dealing with injuries, if you're dealing with whatever. Like I was already there watching and learning from every single one. You know what I mean? And that's something really important. They was looking at me like all the time. I just come and I train, and I was looking and hearing them speaking all the time because I wanna teach myself how's professional life go, what's fighter going through, because tomorrow I'm gonna be a pro fighter. So it's really important to be around these people, and it's really helpful.
Yes, sir. And with Ali Alqaisi specifically, you cornered him in his most recent fight against Ahmed Fares. Did you feel any additional pressure being in his corner? You know, from the fact that he's the champ, he wants to keep his belt, but on top of that, he has another big fight coming up against Jesse Arnett, so he doesn't want to get injured, so that he can still fight. You know, just a couple of weeks from now, even. Did any of that go through your mind at any point?
Man, with Ali Alqaisi, actually, like it was great experience, but things get stressful. But Ali, he's different guy, bro. He has a mindset of warrior. He like to keep it up every single day. Like he like to turn himself for a bad man, you know. And bro, like what happened with him? Like I arrived the first day. That's a story. Not a lot of people know about it, and actually no one knew about it, you know. But it was a crazy experience for me. Actually, now I can speak about it because it's too old and it's already like healed. I
Yeah, please
arrived to
do.
him
Please tell us.
and we did the first training session. The second training session in the morning, he was wrestling with his coach, his wrestling coach. So he get a headbutt in his eye. His eye opened like this in the training. And he's 3 days away from his fight. So imagine that, like all this responsibility came on my head. Like I look at him like that. He took a big breath. He told me how it is. I told him, bro, like it's big, but let's solve it. You know what I mean? It was really big stretch. I told him, let's solve it. So he called the doctor, and they turned on my car, and we started driving in Abu Dhabi. We went to the first pharmacy. For the second pharmacy, they told him, bro, it needs stretches. Like your eye is not good. He told them, like, I don't want to put stretches for it. I told him, look, let's go for the hospital. We need to get some specific thing to put in his eye so it can close in the next 2 days. And it's only in a far hospital in Abu Dhabi. So we need to drive like at 12 at night to like 1 hour. I need to drive him for 1 hour just to get him to the hospital. And we wait like for 2 hours in the hospital. Then we came back to the hotel. It was 3, 4 in the morning. And we start speaking like, Ali, you want this fight? He told me like, for sure I will take this fight. I told him, okay, so you can't train for the next 2 days. like because the blood pressure is gonna open again, and you can't show anyone what's wrong with your eye. All right, he told me yes. So he didn't train for the next 2 days. We got to the weigh-in. We did the weigh-in. He got his weight done. His eye is not 100%. You know what I mean? And I didn't discuss him about the fight. He wanna fight. Let's do it. But we made a clear game plan, and we need to follow it. You know what I mean? Like all of that was a crazy journey for me. To be honest, it was like 4 days. It was a crazy journey, like cornering the champ like this, and putting with him a game plan. I will start working at the game plan the last day before the fight. He was just drilling the choke he took. It was clearly that's what's gonna finish the fight. And from the first second he took him down, his eyebrow like opened in the same second. You know what I mean? So I look at his eye like that, and I was like, shit. You know what I mean? So Ahmed first, he saw his eyebrow, he started just like aiming for this eyebrow to make it bigger. So what happened with him before, it happened again, like the doctor stoppage. So with you, he's asking me like, Osseili, how's my eye? I told him, bro, I don't care about your eye. Like, hit him with your eye, but whatever, like, we are in the fight, bro. Stick to the game plan and focus. Take a deep breath and focus. And he did that immediately, like, okay, let's go. You know what I mean? And he finished him in the third round, but I was stressed for days, and I was very stressed in the fight because his eye wasn't okay at all, bro. He got bruised the second day, and it was just a crazy journey for me to be like cornering for the first time, someone professional, and he's the champ, and all of this happening with him. So for me, like seeing him handling like that, oh, that's why he's the champ. You know what I mean?
Of course. It all sounds pretty stressful. Will he be in your corner or you in his corner at the upcoming events, or is that too much stress to deal with with a fight coming up?
No, we can't do this. When you are fighting like back to back like this, like each one, like he need to follow his game plan. He need like to cut weight, and he need to focus on his opponent and like that. But in the future, like I think we will be in each other corner. But now we can't do that because we are fighting like at the same time.
Allah wafakum. Wish you both all the best. Mohamad, you've been an inspiration to many fans, quite a loyal following. What message do you have for those supporting you, whether they know you personally or just through the screens? What do you have to say to them?
Man, like, just I want to say something for everyone. Like, what I'm trying to do to myself. Just wake up every single day. Trying to get your better, like even 1% better. Because life is hard and will never show mercy for you. And you will never find someone to hold your hand and pick you up and give you a better life. That will never happen under the sun. It's absolutely your responsibility to hustle. It's your responsibility to change your life. And you need to be like, you need to love the feelings of suffering to be able to do it. If you want to do anything, whatever you do, like if you want to be a fighter, you want to, whatever you want to do, like you're not gonna get it easy, not at all. So just like understand how this life going, because just life, that's the test, you know. That's what's God putting you under, like the test. He's testing you 24 hours, and he's giving you a chances every single day by waking you up to change your life, to do something better for you. And he's with you. God is always with you. As long like you wake up in the morning, you are blessed. You are healthy, you are blessed. Your family is there around you, are very blessed. So there is no need to be down. There is no need to say like anything about your life bad. Just see where you can fix left and right, and start slowly, because you can't fix it like all together at once. No way. Like you need to start from somewhere and trust the process and take it step by step every single day, and just thank your God for everything you have. Believe me, like just having a family, having a health, like just that's more than enough. And you can do something for sure.
Very inspiring words from a very inspiring man. Mohamad Osseili looking to make a statement at UAE Warriors 41 on the 19th of May versus Ahmed Sami on UFC Fight Pass, Abu Dhabi Sports. Mohamad, we wish you all the best and safety and health. Thank you so much for your time, and we can't wait to see you again soon in Abu Dhabi, brother.
Inshallah, bro. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for your time, and for the fans. Thank you for your time as well. Hopefully this interview can give you anything. I will be happy if it gave you anything.
Inshallah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mohamad.